In 1971, President Nixon severed the US dollar's ties with the gold system. The US Treasury was running out of gold as more and more people were exchanging their US dollars back to gold. People were starting to lose confidence in the US dollar and more people were emptying the gold reserve. In act of desperation, President Nixon severed the gold standard, thus enabling the US to continually print money. They were effectively creating their own debt and generating as much debt as they wanted in the form of currency. Over the years, the US dollar started dropping and the price of goods started to go up. Now why is that? It is because the US dollar is continually losing its value to the point that, compared to 40 years ago, the US dollar is only worth a fraction of what it used to be. Because currency starts to lose its value, especially with the whole world's currencies, hedged against the US dollar, the price of gold and silver starts rising at an astronomical rate. The demand for gold and silver starts increasing, and the increased demand for it spikes up the price even more. In our next video, we will look at the advantages and disadvantages of investing in gold and silver. Did you know that gold and silver are one of the oldest forms of currency in the world? These two metals have been traded around the world for thousands of years. Printed money doesn't even come close to the value of gold and silver. In many ways, people still consider it as the de facto standard for currency. In the past, gold has always been known as a symbol of the rich and the elite. Silver is also precious but in more functional ways. Gold, we see it as jewelry and silver as silverware. Gold and silver is a sign of money and power. They are soft enough to be molded into different forms, and its form gives beauty that entrances people. Unlike currency in the form of paper money, you can't print it out of thin air, so it is inherently valuable. The gold standard is what governments use as a comparison of currency. When a government is using the gold standard, it means that they are basing their currency and valuations on a worth equal to an amount in precious metals, namely gold and silver. The United States used to use the gold standard. In our next video, we will look at why the price of gold and silver is rising.